Are you looking for the best Thunderbolt docks? In this video we will look at some of the best Thunderbolt docks the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Kensington Thunderbolt 4 Dual 4K. We originally thought our best pick would be the Kensington SD5760T, a dock that featured an ideal mix of ports on paper but also some performance issues. We then thought that the pluggable UD4 VPD would fit the bill, but an intensive gaming session caused the dock to overheat and shut down. So we reconsidered. Kensington Thunderbolt 4 Dual 4K dock, SD5780T, is the winner. It's not perfect. This dock only includes support for one DisplayPort, requiring you to buy a converter cable or dongle. If flexibility is what you want, we'd recommend our runner-up pick, the pluggable TBT3UDZ, instead. Kensington's dock was also worryingly expensive when we first reviewed it, but price cuts have brought the price way down from $399 to about $260 or so. However, this dock didn't present any performance or thermal issues, and if you understand that one of the Thunderbolt ports can be used for charging your smartphone, you'll find this dock delivers virtually everything you'll need. Thunderbolt 4 docking station for Thunderbolt 4 Windows laptops and Thunderbolt 3 and Thunderbolt 4 MacBooks, macOS 11 or later. If you have a Thunderbolt 3 Windows laptop, this is not the dock for you. See part #K34009US. Supports dual monitor 4K Ultra HD, 4K 60Hz, or single monitor 8K 30Hz for Thunderbolt laptops. Note, for MacBooks with the base M1/M2/M3 chipsets will only display to a single monitor due to Apple's chipset limitations, but Macs with M1/M2/M3 Pro and M1/M2/M3 Max CPUs will work with dual displays. USB-C Alt Mode Windows laptops with Thunderbolt 4 dock supports single display only. Number 2. Pluggable TBT3UDZ Thunderbolt. Pluggable's TBT3UDZ used to be our pick for the best overall Thunderbolt dock, and we've only bumped it down a notch because newer, less expensive versions are available. But it's a credit to Pluggable that we simply can't bump this dock off our list. In part, that's because Pluggable has reduced its prices, so that a dock that was once priced about $300 is now $230 or so. While Thunderbolt 4 docks theoretically offer more stability, we've never had any problems with this dock. Why buy it? Because it offers virtually every port available, 2 DisplayPort and 2 HDMI ports, plus a boatload of other options. It's also one of the few docks that can be mounted vertically perched on a stand to clear up desk space. 100W max power. The TBT3UDZ laptop dock delivers the fastest laptop charging rate for certified Thunderbolt devices, up to 100W, 96W certified, while also safely charging laptops needing 85W or less. Maximize compatibility with Thunderbolt 3 and USB-C systems. 14-in-1 expansion. Thunderbolt 3 dock expands to 2x HDMI or DisplayPort monitors, 1x USB-C, 10 gigabits per second, 1x USB-A, 10 gigabits per second, 5x USB 3.0, 5 gigabits per second, gigabit Ethernet, audio and /out, SD/micro SD all through a single 2.6-foot Thunderbolt 3 cable, 40 gigabits per second. Versatile dual 4K displays. This laptop docking station's dual monitor design is the first Thunderbolt dock to offer a choice between dual HDMI and DisplayPort displays. Drive up to 2 4K 60Hz displays via Thunderbolt 3 or 2 1080p 60Hz displays via USB-C. Number 3. Belkin Thunderbolt 3 Dock Core. Belkin's Thunderbolt 3 Dock Core is a smartly designed powered Thunderbolt 3 travel dock, and an inexpensive one as well. We've upgraded it to our best budget pick because of Belkin's recent price cuts. At a nearly square 5.2 by 6.5 by 1.5 inches, the Thunderbolt Dock Core Black doesn't take up much room, and the included 8-inch Thunderbolt 3 cord provides ample length for flexibility. Ports are adequately spaced around the flat, black plastic cube, with HDMI 2.0 and DisplayPort 1.4 ports providing a stable 4K/60Hz experience to both of my 4K displays. There's gigabit Ethernet and a 3.5mm audio jack, but good luck telling the USB 3.1 and USB 2.0 Type A ports apart, they're not labeled. Thunderbolt certified, the Thunderbolt 3 dock core brings the speed, high definition, and performance of Thunderbolt technology to Mac and Windows laptops. This dock is a streamlined way to create an expanded, high-performing desktop through a single tethered cable. The ultimate workstation, this Windows and Mac docking station has 7 ports including DisplayPort, HDMI, Gigabit Ethernet connection, Thunderbolt, USB-A, USB-C, and audio ports all through a single cable. Dual-powered dock, this charging dock keeps both your laptop and peripheral devices charged and ready to go. Also known as upstream charging, this docking station keeps your laptop, keyboard, mouse, and other peripherals charged while in use, without a separate power cable. Number 4. Ugreen Revotic Pro 13-in-1 Triple Display Docking Station. The only reason that this isn't our best budget Thunderbolt docking station is because it appears that it's using a generic form of compression known as HBR3, High Bitrate 3, with DSC, Display Stream Compression, which is built into the DisplayPort spec. That's a particular technology that is more common within recent Intel Core and Core Ultra laptops, but isn't guaranteed to appear on yours. If you own a laptop with a Thunderbolt port, though, this should work just fine. You'll also have to supply your own USB-C power cable. Otherwise, this docking station is fantastic, completely stable, compact, and inexpensive. Everything's well labeled, and the dock offers DisplayPort as well as HDMI options. Just be wary of connecting 3 displays. Also, the attached USB-C cable is too short for my taste. 13-in-1 USB-C docking station, inspire more potential of your laptop's USB-C port with 2 HDMI ports, a DisplayPort, a 10 gigabits per second USB-C 3.2 Gen 2 port, 2 10 gigabits per second USB-A 3.2 Gen 2 ports, 2 USB-A 3.0, 100W power delivery, RJ45 3.5mm, and SD/micro SD card reader. Triple monitor display, support up to 4K triple screen display. Supports single and dual monitor displays up to 4K at 60 Hz. Please note that due to macOS limitations, all extended monitors will display the same content when connecting a MacBook. Start the USB 3.2 era, transfer files, movies, and photos at speeds up to 10 gigabits per second via the USB-C data port and dual USB-A ports. The C port marked with 10 gigabits per second can only be used for data transmission, and does not support video output or charging. Number 5. HP Thunderbolt Dock 120WG4, 4J0A2AA. This squat little Thunderbolt 4 dock feels a lot more solid than its rated 1.68 pounds would indicate, and sprouts ports to all sides, a 10 gigabits per second USB-C port capable of 15W charging on the front, a 5 gigabits per second USB-A port on either side, plus 2 more on the back, all capable of 7.5W out. The back also houses 2 DisplayPort 1.4 ports, an HDMI 2.0 port, Ethernet, and a USB-C 3.2 Gen 1 port designed for video. We only tested this dock with 2 4K/60 external displays, but it's capable of driving 3 4K/60 displays provided you have a DisplayPort 1.4 capable laptop with Display Stream Compression, or DSC. The 4J0A2AA supplies up to 100W to the host laptop via the Thunderbolt cable, still among the highest we've seen. Even then, there were no thermal issues at all. Front ports, 1x USB-C data/power out, USB 3.2 Gen 2, 10 gigabits per second data only. Side components, 2x USB 3.2 Gen 1 ports, 1 on each side, charging, 5 gigabits per second, 1x Kensington standard lock slot, lock not included. Back components, 1x Thunderbolt 4 port, 2x USB 3.2 Gen 1, charging ports when docked, 5 gigabits per second, 1x HDMI 2.0 port, 2x DisplayPort 1.4 ports, 1x AC adapter port, 1x Ethernet port, 1x USB-C DP alt mode port. Rigorous testing helps assure dock compatibility across select HP notebooks and select Apple, Dell, and Lenovo notebooks with USB-C power ports.